G'day everyone, Andrew here, Real 4x4 Adventures. Today I've got a bit of a special treat. One of my good friends has allowed me to have a little look at his 76 Land Cruiser. Look, first things first, it's a awesome looking bit of kit. So I've got the 105 series older 1999 Land Cruiser. This is a 2001. Now, despite it being 2001, there are a fair few similarities, but the biggest difference is it looks a bit different, and obviously what's under the bonnet. It's got that all impressive 4.5 litre V8. But I thought we'd have a bit of a look on the outside, a little look on the inside, and just talk a bit about it. It's more or less standard. It's got a Tracklander roof rack on it, the full length, and it's got a fridge in the back and a second battery setup. So let's have a look. So from the factory there, it has the factory snorkel. It comes with all-terrain tyres. It's factory. The Dunlop. What are they? They're Dunlop Grand Track. So look, when you get in, people talk a little bit about the purpose built. Jump in. There's in here. This is about the seating position that I would have. The infamous only one cup holder, however there is one over on the door there. You've got your aircon fan, etc. Your ashtray there, your ciggy socket, your antenna. You've got a traction control button here. Under here you've got your diff locks. So it comes factory with, this is a GXL model, so it comes factory with your rear and front diff lockers. You've got your stereo there. Now this has an aftermarket seat covers there just for protection there. Look, it's quite reasonable. A lot of people are very critical on the interior. Yeah, look, it's not going to match it with a new 200 or 300 series, but it's definitely very functional, and I've been a passenger in it up the highway, and it's quite comfortable. Another little thing that everyone talks about there, the manual mirrors. Now if you jump in the back here, so the back seat can come forward. Now the front seat, I'm 6'1", so if you've got a very tall person in the front, then you're probably not going to be super comfortable if you're a super tall person behind a super tall person, but generally speaking, you're not going to have too many occasions where you've got two super tall people. So there is a fair bit of space there. Again, that's looking at the front interior. You've got all your power windows, your old school ashtrays in the back, and on the right side. Coming around the back of the car, so you've got the fifth spare, which is also an alloy, on the back. So you open them. So in my 105 you've got the top bottom opening, whereas with this you've got the barn door style opening. So look, that's a 75 litre fridge, so there is a heap of space in the back. These have a pretty significant payload, so you can absolutely set them up for touring. Again, this is still pretty factory, but I dare say there'll be a bit of work going into this at some stage. So it's also got 75 litre fridge, and then it's also got battery box here that's set up as a dual battery setup, so it's the kick-ass setup. I don't believe it's got a lithium in it at the moment, but it is a lithium compatible one. Might see if he's open to us doing a little review on that battery box a bit later. Look, they've got a solid towing ability. I believe it's a 3.5 ton. Yeah, look, factory. We went out on the beach there to Bribey Island, which is quite easy, but the low range, like the 105 series there, it's a very low range, so you don't have any issues. The grunt that it's got, no issues at all for power. So it's a very cool car. Maybe eventually when I need to update the 105 one day, it might be one of these. So what I'll do, I will have a little look under the bonnet, but I might just stop the video for a moment and we'll restart it with the battery open, or with the bonnet open, sorry. Okay, so we've popped the bonnet. It is a pretty heavy bonnet with no gas strut assist there, but it's more than manageable. So there it is, the big 4.5 litre V8 turbo engine. It's the battery, big airbox, your intercooler. Pretty impressive bit of kit, and coming from the 105, I'm more than just a little bit jealous of that engine. So what we're going to fire it up just quickly. Make sure it's out of gear. There it is. Fan going. Yeah, very impressive car. A couple of other points here that I didn't touch on before. You've got your idle up here, which is for cold weather driving, or cold weather starting, sorry. And then you've also got your DPF burn, which there's a bit of a process there. Again, it's not my car, so I'm not 100% sure. I believe you've got to pull over and press the button and it idles up and does some different bits and pieces. But yeah, that's it. That's a 2001 76 series Land Cruiser GXL. Look, whilst there are some criticism sometimes that it's a little bit industrial, yeah, look, it is, but it's also very functional, and I found it personally very comfortable there when we went on a sort of 2.5–3 hour drive on the highway. Obviously it'd be more comfortable in some of your other cars, but I'm not too precious either, and appreciate what this can do off-road. Again, that 4.5 litre V8 is pretty amazing, and even when towing something, you barely know it's on there with the amount of power that it's got. And again, it's off-road ability standard. We've been on the beach, and we've also been out to Gordon Country up here in Queensland, and out of the box it is very impressive off-road. Look, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you press the subscribe channel. If you've got any questions, pop a little comment there. And again, thank you to my friend for letting me have a quick look at his 76 series cruiser. Thanks everyone.